Greetings, geeks. Welcome to episode 801 of Geeks in Space. I am Rob Commander Tacomalda, and I am, of course, joined in pretend low Earth orbit by Rob Roseboom.
Hello.
Chris DeBona.
Hi.
Gentlemen, there's so many fun things for us to talk about this morning.
It's true.
The first one that I have on my list, Chris, and this is just for Rob and I mostly, but Shoresy is confirmed. Season 2 is coming back in a month and a half.
Yep. That's exciting.
And for me, anyway.
I still haven't watched the first season yet. I've been meaning.
You know what?
Charming.
So Shoresy is one of those characters for me that is very, very funny for about a minute.
Yeah.
So when
I couldn't stand it, so I didn't want to.
Yeah. So when the show came out, I was like, ugh. But actually, it's not bad, Chris. There's some really funny parts to it.
Oh. They and I've said this here before, but the first episode does not hold up for me, and then the rest of the season is great.
Yeah,
they did. It's like they learned all of the lessons from Letterkenny and made a show that took some of the flavors and kind of did it a little better. But
I mean, I of course would just love a Squirrely Dan spinoff.
Right.
Right. I could watch that character forever.
Right.
There's something about him that speaks to me. I don't know what it is.
I can't figure out what that might be, Squirrely Rob.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got an older story, a bunch of 3D printers. Late one night, Bambu 3D printers just kind of started printing.
it's pretty funny, actually. I mean,
it is funny.
It's not funny, but it's, so they're actually there. So there was some damage done.
Yeah.
To some printers.
Like if your printer head was like in bad positions or something, I guess it could like jam.
What happened was, so some people had started prints, walked away, went to bed, whatever, and then it finished, and then this rogue job came from the cloud. And so it went to go print, and the previous prints had not been removed. And
it came from the cloud.
It sort of smashed against the print head and did some damage in some cases. And so those people are getting new heads, new hot ends, that kind of thing. But
I really wish it would have said some printer in all that mess, right? Just
right. Get a little Charlotte in there.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, like it's eventually this is going to happen where it's like a hacker doing it as a prank. This was just like a cloud glitch.
But you can see here where the surface got.
It would suck.
It would totally suck because you'd have to remove everything, rebuild.
Yeah, you get your stuff all working and then have it just run late at night and break.
And those are some pretty good printers too. It's just boy.
Well, I don't have a 3D printer. Someday. Yeah. I've been saying for 5 years, if I just had a project that required a 3D printer, I would own a 3D printer. But I've never
if I could find some like actual really nice looking D&D figures, I might get a 3D printer because those things are expensive.
But you'd almost need like a resin one, like to get the detail you want from me.
Right. And honestly, resin is such a pain in the ass.
Yeah, for sure.
God.
We've both heard Uriah.
It takes forever to print.
We've both heard Uriah go on like a tangent, like a multi-minute long tangent about the dangers of resin and its awfulness.
Oh, and it's sticky forever.
Yeah,
unless you totally use all the isopropyl alcohol that exists on the planet. I've printed maybe 3 things on my resin printer. I hate this thing.
So we got the trailer for.
I'd rather carve things from wood.
Oh well, see, so would I, but
a resin.
We've got the trailer for Rebel Moon.
So did you watch the trailer?
I watched it twice because I was trying
There's a lot going on.
Because I was trying to figure out what I'm missing, and what I'm missing is what the hell it is.
Well, it's everything.
Yeah.
It's space, it's science fiction. There's like dragons and magic. I'm sure there are just aliens or whatever, but it's
right.
Boy, there's a lot of dumb stuff going on.
It's like Star Wars and How to Train a Dragon and
like Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
And it's like literally everything
Yeah, and
Did you
what I
watch it,
didn't
Zen?
No.
what I didn't get is like the
Why it would
name
give
of
it
like
any
3
craps?
characters that I care about.
Is this a Star Wars thing, or is this
No,
just
well,
No,
kinda.
no.
This is so.
It's
This
Zack
is
Snyder
yeah.
going,
Oh, okay, I got
crazy.
you.
This was Zack Snyder's pitch to Lucasfilm like 10 years ago.
okay.
Like, this is the
Oh.
Star Wars movie I want to make. And they're like, no. And then he's like,
That's
okay, fine.
crazy.
I'll go home and make it myself with my buddy Netflix.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and like a lot of the visuals are pretty, like, very
They're
blatantly
pretty
Star Wars inspired.
Yeah,
And I mean, a lot of it looks really cool. Kat's comment.
Well, yeah, I mean, anything looks cool.
Yeah, you put the
when
money on it.
everything is there. Look at that cool space station. That's a cool space station. That's a cool rocket. Look, there's
Kat's
a lot of
comment
space
on
stuff.
it was that a lot of the
Look,
shots looked
it's Game
like
of Thrones.
Foundation.
Yeah, it's got that sort of cast to it. Look, they're
Oh,
wearing
nice eye masks.
yeah,
Nice
right?
eye hoods. Oh, they're
Ooh.
crying too. All the eyes are crying.
Oh, they're
Yeah.
sad.
Oh,
A
They're probably
screenshot
all
will
red.
work.
There's ash falling from the sky. There's look, here's a Lord of the Rings walking across a field. Here's
So there's like one shot at the end, which I'm thinking maybe is a cast photo, but like I can't tell you who are the good guys, who are the bad guys, who do I root for, who do I care about. I'm sorry, I would like to know at least that. But
well,
I'll totally watch it.
I mean, it's like
wow,
it's
that
kinda-
shot looked just like Game of Thrones. The
Oh
one
no,
Right.
there's a
in
ton
the
of Games
snow.
of Thrones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, and there's like a square dance scene. There's a
Is that there it is. That's the
Yeah.
one that like straight out of Game of
Winter
Thrones.
came.
yeah. You know, you have the 300 kick.
Yeah, I
Right.
was just gonna say the 300 front kick like that.
Snyder's allowed to do that.
Is that the guy from Sons of Anarchy? I can't think of the name. Of that
Yeah,
actor.
Charlie Hunnam. Yeah.
Yep.
And then there's the whole robot thing going on
Yeah.
here. I'm like, you know, we
Is she marrying the robot?
I hope
She
so.
has
no
oh
one
wait.
knows. Look,
Oh,
there's-
they all wear the eye hoods,
Especially
and
while
they
they do
play the
orchestra.
violin in a hood.
but
you know,
some of them don't have tears.
Oh.
This one doesn't have tears, and it's gold.
no, it's got a tear. It's there. You just can't see it.
And
look,
that guy
here's
wears a
kinda looks
tie.
Like
I mean-
Cillian Murphy, but he's wearing a tie for
He's
some
wearing a
reason
tie.
in Space Battle.
And he's literally carrying a shillelagh.
I hope he came from the
You know?
past.
It doesn't make any sense.
He is
It's
literally
either going to be the
carrying a
best
shillelagh.
movie ever,
Yeah.
or it's going to be like Cloud Atlas meets, Jupiter.
We were.
Ascending,
I was saying
you know?
Valerian meets Jupiter ascending.
Yeah, right. You get that whole vibe going,
Right.
On this thing. Like, they just put it all on the screen.
yeah,
A shillelagh.
everything,
Why
baby.
is he carrying a? Yeah, all right.
Well, I assume that's the holodeck, but you know.
It's space Irish,
Yeah.
space Scottish.
Right.
This
is
some
fantastic.
Outlander.
Yeah.
This is like 300 in space.
Yeah.
There's
I'm gonna-
Space Acropolis, you know.
I'm gonna have to take some of my medicine and watch this.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Look, and it's got that guy and Charlie Hunnam and that girl from that other show and some dude.
But again, is
You know?
this the cast? Are these protagonists? I don't know.
So the guy on the right is like he's the guy who plays all the Hallmark, non-threatening Hallmark men.
A Christmas Love.
Yeah, he's a
Yep.
Christmas
Like that,
love
yeah.
or
Yep,
something,
yep.
right?
Summoned Melissa Joan Hart.
She-
Or what's her
she-
name from Party of
He's
Five?
he's sprung from her side like the Buddha.
I'm constructed from your rib.
And there's this guy who's, I guess, symmetrical, and that's why he's there. And he's like, I remember Sons of Anarchy was very popular. I'm
Yeah.
technically British. It's
Yeah, they just have that other guy because his fantastic hair.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
And it's like
It's 2 movies,
Oh no.
but at
Or-
least they
or
come out
more.
only
No
4
one
months
knows.
apart.
What?
Yeah, that's true.
It's Netflix.
It's a Christmas gift.
Yeah, at Christmas and then tax day. Enjoy for Christmas and then on taxes.
Only
Well,
on
that's
Netflix.
a lot of Zack Snyder involved.
It's so
right?
much
Well,
Snyder.
the thing is, we only saw like a couple of the like. Look at this ridiculous stuff here.
Yeah,
I
Oh,
mean,
look at that.
I know.
look, I guess they're pod racing.
I'm
too.
all in.
I mean,
I'm all in. I'm gonna watch this, and it's
Oh,
gonna.
that guy. Look at that guy's beard. He's like a
wait,
dwarf,
let's get.
but a
We're gonna
person.
stop on this guy.
Boop.
Look at that beard.
Oh, he's got little
Oh,
braid
my
things.
God, that's a magnificent beard. Look at that.
He's a
Look at that
glorious-
gentleman.
Is that?
I
the
bet
guy
it
who
smells so
played,
good.
MODOK? No, it's
Oh,
somebody else.
No.
There's no way that's Corey still.
Yeah, that beard smells like charcoal and leather.
Yeah.
That's what that beard smells
So
like,
manly.
Rob.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Like wood. Yeah. Let me see who
Like
that is.
wood.
It's a wood beard.
Yep. carved
Smells like,
carved
smells
from a
like
single
lumber.
oak.
Oh, that's funny. It's got Ed Skrein in it. That's not Ed Skrein though.
It's got everybody, man.
It's got literally everybody.
You know, but it's Zack Snyder. He can do this now, and more power to him. Have
Carrie
fun.
Elwes is in this thing?
Oh, good. I didn't even think
Who
I
does
saw
he
him.
play?
He plays Obi-Wan Carrie Kenobi.
Yeah, right.
Karaoke.
Anthony Hopkins, I guess, is the narrator.
Oh, good.
God, they have everybody in this dumb thing. It is Corey Stoll. It's MODOK, guys.
Oh, it's so weird not seeing
that's
his face
funny.
stretched.
Right?
That's great.
Way better role for him than MODOK, that's for sure. Boy, that was
Good luck, Zack Snyder. I will be watching that movie the week it comes out because I watch garbage.
Yeah. So the guy I mentioned, the Hallmark guy,
Yeah.
he was also in Game of Thrones as the first Dario, remember? Or the second Dario?
yeah.
Because they switched in the middle of it.
They did.
He's been in everything. He's like, yeah, we need a good-looking guy who people can forget pretty easily. It's like, yeah, okay.
Forgettable, handsome man.
We need a forgettable, handsome fella.
You know, I'm available if they need a forgettable, handsome fellow.
He's not the one who was in Wonder Woman, right? As
No,
the actual body.
Chris
that
Pine.
was taken
Oh,
over by Chris
no,
Pine.
it might be.
No,
He might be.
it's not him.
Which one of you guys posted the fruit fly story?
Me.
What? Tell me about this one. I didn't get to read it.
Yeah.
They just bunch of bored scientists, I guess. They found that these fruit flies would go to this carousel and hang out on it, even though there was no food, there's no reason for them to be. It wasn't like the most comfortable place to be. They just found that the fruit flies liked going around in circles on this thing for whatever reason, and they would congregate on it. So it's the first time they found invertebrates doing like play activity, kind of.
They having fun,
It's both adorable and super gross because I hate flies.
right?
I mean that, but we don't know if they like to slide or swing. Or
Yeah.
the traditional playground.
Yeah,
stuff.
or if the tilt whirl is their cup of
Right.
tea, you know. So,
I assume a merry-go-round would be fine for them.
yeah, or a calliope. Maybe they hang out
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
outputs of a calliope.
Yeah, but they didn't try anything else. Like they didn't put them on any of those, horses that are on springs that you ride. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, I'm
Yeah, like
disappointed
at the
they didn't take
playground,
it all the
boingy,
way,
boingy,
you know?
boingy.
Or like those
Yeah.
spinny things, you know.
Yeah, none of that.
No,
No monkey bars.
They couldn't get the funding to build a scale-sized roller
What
coaster.
about the rings? Like you'd think they'd like the rings. They just sit on the rings, you know.
Oh, the monkey bars.
Well, there's the monkey bars.
Do they have
but
little
also
arms
sometimes they have little rings.
hanging for their little?
Well, no, they just they would be.
Oh yeah, just hang upside down.
Right?
That's probably not fun for them because they probably just do that normal.
Of course, whenever you say fruit flies, I have to say, time flies like an arrow, but fruit flies like a banana. Yeah.
I really wish I had a rim shot queued up on my sound effects board, but I do not. So we got
very funny.
Yeah, we got a story about Microsoft AI, and in bad taste, it wrote a restaurant review, but it listed a food bank as a cannot miss tourist spot, including the phrase "consider going into it on an empty stomach."
I mean,
way to go.
It's very reasonable as far as the bill goes.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, yep, AI is working out fine, guys.
We're not quite there yet.
Nope.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty funny, though.
The Bored Apes are suing.
They're suing Sotheby's.
They're suing Sotheby's because, guys, this wasn't a very good investment.
Weren't a good investment.
I just love the it's been going. It turns out that that non-fungible tokens were fungible after all. It's a weird story, and
it's all so dumb.
I know.
So they're pissed off that they paid something for this stuff that was nonsense from the start.
So I am not a lawyer, but
they're just upset that Sotheby's collected their 5%.
No, I think that the issue is the I am not a lawyer disclaimer, but I think the issue is that people were using their Ethereum to buy these things on the Sotheby's market, and they were probably buying it from themselves. or through Shell
Yeah, they were
Games or
pumping up
whatever.
the price. This is
Uh,
the oldest story in
yeah,
art.
I mean it's
people
just
pump up the price all the
the
time.
standard scam.
Yeah. And they don't even get a nice picture
That's
to
right.
hang up in their Geneva customs vault
Aw.
in return.
At least it's not. At least poor Seth Green will still get to make his sitcom.
What?
So Seth Green bought an ape
no,
and
he
was
was
going to
gonna
use
make
that
a
as a
Bored Ape
character for a
sitcom?
show, and then he got it stolen, and like had to
no.
like beg, like I need my ape back, so I can make
Right.
my show. I guess I don't know. Insane.
Seth Green.
So I haven't actually read this story, but I've heard about it several times. Scientists were recreating Pink Floyd song by scanning a brain.
It's Floyd with a D, right?
I mistyped. I'm sorry.
All right.
Don't shame me.
Sorry, I won't.
I don't know which one of you guys posted it because I didn't read it yet, but I've had this tab open for like a month.
I did. They just, so it doesn't, of course, sound like another brick in the wall. Also, it, the choice for a song, if you're gonna do that, a Pink Floyd song, obviously it's brain damage.
Sure.
Right. But they chose another brick in the wall. They scanned, I can't remember how many people's brains while they listened to it. And they were able to, with that, recreate a very garbled version of it. But I mean, it's close.
That's pretty wild. Is there an audio track?
There might be in the actual paper itself, but not here that I saw.
Huh. Like I can see getting like beats and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I'm interested to hear what that looks like. And honestly, I think they're just looking for grant proposal fodder, so they probably should have used money as the song.
Yeah.
Seeing
if it's in the PLOS article, it might be. It's just.
All right, Ambalu.
Too much work.
Ambalu, go. So I've got a couple of Xitter stories that came out in the last week or two. Well, I guess, did we talk about how Elon decided to remove the block function?
Oh, yeah, unless you pay, or even if you pay.
No, he was just going to get rid of it entirely. He says this doesn't make any sense. Which I felt really bad about because I've actually taken to blocking a lot. So I used to use.
So I mute people. I don't
see.
Block
I block
them, because if you mute them, they don't know that you muted them.
Yeah, I don't care.
Wonderful.
I used to use Tweetbot until the API changes broke it, and Tweetbot had a really nice built-in mute function that I used forever. And so when I was forced to go back to the actual Xitter client, I lost my block list. I lost my mute list, so I had to start blocking. And I felt bad because I block everything. I don't want anything in that list.
I mean, in Elon's defense, why do you even bother with Twitter at all then?
It's a fair point. And what it comes down to is there's about 30 people that I follow, and I don't use the home feed. I just use the following list. And so then I can just see the posts, the jits from the people that I follow. And the jits. That's how you pronounce the X, right? The jits.
Yep. Sure.
So I see the jits that people, from just the 30 or so people that I follow. But I manage, like, most of the people that I follow seem like they're on Mastodon now. So I'm getting generally the same thing. But anyway, the funny follow-up to that was that it's against the terms of service for both the Apple Play Store, or the Apple Store and the Play Store. You have to have block functionality in social media apps. So then, of course, guess what, guys? He was kidding all along. And he retracted.
Just kidding, y'all.
Just kidding. Because
sorry for deleting all your media.
When you make that face, it means I'm kidding. Yeah, and that was the next story, which is that apparently they accidentally deleted all the links from somewhere in 2014. And this was not done to save space and money. This was apparently done by a glitch, but the example that they posted was that, like, the most tweeted photo from the Oscars in, like, 2014. Yeah. It reminds me how vulnerable we are. And I hope nobody keeps anything of value in the cloud. And that reminds me that I should probably once again create another backup, because I have all of my photos backed up on 2 different services, but I probably should just have a local store too. Anyway, the third Xitter story was because the very stable genius Elno decided to change the name of his company from Tweet to X. Their rankings in SEO plummeted, and the article actually lists a whole slew of really sort of comical side effects from this. Like now, when you search for Twitter, all of the top hits are SEO and ads. And so like the app fell from like top 10 to like it's like now it's like number 66 in the App Store for downloads because nobody can find it anymore, because it turns out most people aren't really paying a lot of attention to all this crap.
Well, they changed the name of the app too. So if you even had it installed on your phone and you type T, to get to the app faster, it's not there. It's under X, and you're like,
Yeah.
I don't really want to go that badly.
Right.
This is the process for Twitter for me. I'm like,
well,
it's not worth it.
You know,
Too much trouble.
The icon on iOS is like the X, but it's got like the like paint smears behind it, so it looks like a crappy rock band from like the late 90s.
There was a good rock band called X, just for the record.
Sure, but the logo looks like some garbage piece of late Gen X art, and I do not like it. And so when I see that icon, I am reminded to not click on it. So I actually basically only load Twitter like maybe once or twice a day now, and I used to have that open 24/7. Good job, Elno. Stable genius, you're doing it. India successfully landed their probe on the moon. Guess who didn't?
That's exciting.
Russia.
It was Russia, yeah.
Yeah.
They augured in.
Russia crashed. India landed. There's a video, but it's not in that tweet that I shared.
The video is more an animation.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It doesn't. Yeah, I mean it's cool. I get it, but
not that cool.
Yeah, I was trying to find the actual video from the lander, which would have been cool, but yeah.
I'm sure
their rocket taking off though.
I'm sure whatever they have, they'll post in the next few weeks.
I don't know if this is a real picture.
That does not look real to me. That looks
it's
too.
Not real.
That is.
Who the hell
look
is
at the moon. Look at that moon.
You don't need to.
Don't fake
like
it.
Some rando.
Yeah.
There's got to be a picture, right?
I'm sure there are real pictures.
Okay, let's go to the ISRO site. Why
well, don't use the Googe because their search is ass, man.
Well, I used to work there. I don't know. What's
you don't have to pretend anymore.
It is ass. All right, so here you go. We're on the. Here we go. Here's the. There you go.
There you go.
So now we're playing with fire. We got a good rocket here. Man, it's a good looking rocket. Is that fully theirs? Like everything about it?
I think so.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Good for them. They've been iterating so fast.
They have.
It's been remarkable. I mean, like they're like, okay, that one didn't work. That one didn't work. That one. Yep. We got up into space. Oh, okay, now we're rotating. Now we're orbiting. Oh, we're going to the moon. Oh, it's like
for all the crap,
and they do it for like a tenth the price of.
Well, that's the thing that really pisses me off.
It's incredible.
If we were to put the amount of money that we put into SLS into the Indian space program or something connected to SpaceX or one of these other projects that is actually capable of doing something important, that would be imagine that. But I'm a little bitter.
I would rather we fixed American space flight, and
well, SLS ain't gonna do it.
SLS is
the problem to find.
Well, I mean, this is the problem with American infrastructure. It's like they got to spread it around to how many states, how many companies.
Well, it's the enshittification of democracy, right? Once you get locked in.
That word again.
Yeah, once you get locked in.
Corey's very special word.
That's right. No, it's the same thing though. That once that infrastructure is built, it only exists to extract value, and in this case, it's taxpayer money, and create the illusion of scientific progress, which is too bad because like James Webb is good stuff. Like NASA's capable of doing good stuff, but not when we're going to just blow $27 billion on a stupid idea.
Well, I mean, James Webb was what, $2 billion?
Yeah, nothing comparably. So I have insane money.
Yeah. But maybe they've spent all of $2 billion on the entire ISRO program to date. I mean, it's incredible.
Yeah.
the value that India's gotten out of their
Yeah.
program. So
I shared time-lapse photography from Tempest. I don't know if either of you guys played Tempest, but I was a big fan of Tempest back
I
in the day.
loved Tempest.
I'm such a fan of Tempest. Every now and then I keep thinking about getting myself a little wheelie controller, and like building up an arcade to that, because my old arcade that I built had a trackball, but never a knob. We had a knob in the we had an Arkanoid cabinet in the office. We wore the controller out so you could basically only play player 2. So you'd start the game with in 2-player mode and then just wait for player 1 to die so you could play on player 2. But no, I thought these photographs were cool, and that's a fun little art project for somebody, and I'm kind of amazed that I've never seen something like that before. The only other things that I had on the list, so I watched the premiere of Ashoka last night.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of imagine neither of you did.
No.
So I rewatched all 4 seasons of Rebels in the last 5 weeks, and I rewatched the last 4 episodes of Clone Wars, to basically get all the major Ahsoka story beats. And if you're invested in Rebels, I think that there's a lot for you to like. But I gotta tell you, man, Filoni is in no hurry. And my biggest complaint about it, I think, is how he likes to fetishize the tech and the religion and the iconography. Like, I just want the story to go forward now. I want us to decide what we're gonna go do and go do it. And I feel like anytime they go to a new location, it's like there's 2 extra shots establishing the place, and then they're gonna leave 2 extra shots, and a character comes in, and like there's like the establishing shots of the characters are like 2 shots too many, and it's like you're gonna show me a character typing on their data pad, and you're gonna show the pad on the table. You're gonna show me them picking up the pad. You're gonna show how they interact with the pad.
Really dull.
It's like somebody should just go through and cut like
you know what they should do?
5%
They
of
should
these
cut
shows
pieces of Rebel Moon into
There you
it.
go.
You know, they just need some more Zack Snyder, you know, to make
Yep.
it just a little more grabby.
Well, maybe I'd be into that. I'm gonna keep watching, obviously,
Sounds
because
so dull, man.
I like the characters.
I hope you like it. You know,
I do too. And I don't have a sense of it at this point. I enjoyed it more than Secret Invasion so far. But that's not saying a lot. But Secret
more fun than
Invasion,
getting hit in the face by a runaway hand truck.
Secret Invasion, every episode made me sadder and sadder.
More fun than spinal surgery, right?
No.
Spinal surgery sounds great.
I was willing yesterday to seal crawl my way onto the table and have it done.
Yeah, rather than watch another Secret Invasion.
Absolutely. No more.
I'm sorry, sir.
You know, I've only watched the first episode of that.
I'm sorry. The only way we can form this procedure is if you do it while we watch Secret Invasion. Nah.
I don't know, man.
Pretty disappointing.
I don't know. I'll just not walk.
Yeah.
Right. I didn't hate it. I really didn't. But I could see if you're not invested in these characters.
Yeah, it just I didn't hate it either. It was like all of them now, they're just stupid. They're hardly worth watching.
Yeah.
Which is
very disappointing. Squandering our history in media and making mediocre stuff. It's a bummer, man. Is there any other media that's worth discussing? Anything coming out soon? That's a whole...
I have been watching Killing It.
Oh, what do you think of that?
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's good. It's good for background stuff.
Yeah.
But the finale of first season with the pig.
Oh, I haven't got there.
Oh,
solid.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It is.
Okay, totally gonna watch that.
It is the hilarious.
They
have a you'll You'll see.
Yeah, I'll see. I'm on like I just saw the episode with the brother and like how they lay out. The thing that I think is cool about that is like I've never seen they like when you start the show I thought it was the Craig Robinson show. And as the show goes on, I really like Jillian G. But they made
She's great.
She's great. But they also made like the motivational speaker like be like this insane sort of mob boss
Yeah.
character, and
Yeah,
I
sure.
think that guy's groovy. Like I don't know that I've seen a character really pulled off like that before.
Her
I like
character reminds me of. Did you watch the Zach Galifianakis show where he was a clown? I can't think of what it's called right now.
Nope.
Did you watch that?
He was
No?
a clown?
Oh.
No.
Oh my God! You guys have to watch it.
All right.
It is incredible. Yeah. I can't believe you haven't seen it. It is absolutely incredible.
So speaking of clowns, the other one that I just watched.
I was not done talking.
Oh.
All right, now I'm done.
Cool. Twisted Metal has the craziest clown I've ever seen in a TV show.
Okay.
Episode 2 of Twisted Metal there's a clown named Sweet Tooth, and it's bonkers. And I thought of Rob the whole time because I'm just like, this feels like adjacent to a character that would have shown up in a tabletop game once upon a time. It's a bonkers character. But that's been the show that like I'm not going to tell you that show is great either. But like right now I feel like I'm watching filler shows waiting for things that I wish were good. And killing it.
It's no Jason X.
It's no Jason X, yeah. It's no Alien versus Predator.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember it now. The show's called Baskets.
Baskets, all right.
And Louis Anderson plays his mother.
Oh no.
It is
Really?
absolutely fantastic, man. I can't believe you guys haven't seen it. There's a female character in Baskets that is exactly like that character in Killing It.
Huh.
She's fantastic.
All right, I'm looking it up right now. It's on FX, 4 seasons.
Yep.
What's it called?
Baskets.
Baskets. Okay.
All right.
So I will tell you, I've been watching the new Justified. It's extremely good. It's so good. If you liked the first Justified TV show, you're gonna love this thing. And Boyd Holbrook's a great bad guy. He's such a
I've still never watched Justified.
You know, so good, dude.
I don't think Kathleen would like it, so maybe that's a good show to watch by myself.
Maybe it's Christine loves the show. So yeah. So
right on.
I'd say. I admit Silo still hasn't grabbed me.
That's fair
enough yet.
I liked it a lot, but I'm all for a good chill kind of sci-fi show, and that's what that felt like to me.
Yeah.
I just haven't been watching anything lately.
You got other stuff going
Only
on.
Murders in the Building is kind of boring
really behind
this season, you know.
I'm gonna watch Only Murders probably, but I liked season 1 a lot, and season 2 I just felt like they were going through the motions.
Yeah, it was boring.
Yeah. Baskets is only a half hour long. It's like a 30-minute show.
Yep.
Cool. I kind of am grooving on because Killing It is the same thing, and so is Twisted Metal. The half-hour format for like like they're doing more ambitious things in the half-hour format now. Yeah. It used to be if there was any action or adventure in your show, it was an hour-long show, and I think a lot of those shows get a little bloated. But now I'm seeing a lot more of these like 30-minute, like more drama action shows, and it's not just sitcoms anymore. I'm happy for that.
Yeah.
Anything else we want to hit, or should we go away?
Oh, I think we can go away.
You could probably go away.
I got to build a lot more machines.
So. Okay. Well, goodbye, Chris DeBona.
Take care.
Goodbye, Rob Roseboom.
Goodbye.
That was episode 801 of Geeks in Space. We'll see you next time. Oh, I was Rob Commander Taco Maldo still. Bye.